Hari Om. So this second chapter is known as Sankhya Yoga. Every chapter has a name. First chapter is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga, and the second chapter is called Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya, that word has come from Sankhya. Sankhya means number. Number means a very logical philosophy, or through logical step the truth is indicated. So Sankhya is the knowledge of that self is revealed, and also the nature of the world is revealed. So Atma Anatma Vivek is shown to Arjuna in the beginning itself, that Atma is Nitya, Dehi Nityam Avadhyoyam, Dehe Sarvasya Bharata. And all this Deha is destructible. So we saw that there are four main topics in the second chapter. That delusion of Arjuna and surrender to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Then Bhagavan reveals the nature of the self. Then there is this topic of yoga. A path, systematic path is shown, following which we will attain the state of enlightenment. And the fourth topic is the nature of the enlightened master. What are the characteristics of an enlightened master? So from 11th verse onwards till this verse number 30, Bhagavan talked about the nature of the self, and now he wants to take up the topic of yoga. But before taking up that topic, Bhagavan from a very worldly standpoint tells Arjuna that you have to fight this war. First he takes up the point of duty, Swadharma. And then he also talks about his name and fame. And from the standpoint of world also, you should fight this war. So very interesting way, Bhagavan tells Arjuna from he doesn't give him any avenues to escape. No reason to escape. So from the 31st verse, slight different way of revealing to Arjuna that he has to fight. Says, Swadharmamapi chaveksha navikampitum arhasi dharmyad hi yuddha shreyonyata kshatriyasya na vidyate swadharmamapi chaveksha navikampitum arhasi dharmyad hi yuddha shreyonyata kshatriyasya na vidyate. Bhagavan tells Arjuna that even from the standpoint of your swadharma, forget about Atma and the Supreme Reality, but from the standpoint of your duties, swadharma means your duties, your responsibilities. See, when we are born in this world, we are not alone, so we have to live with other beings, human beings, animals, birds, nature, the whole cosmos. So every individual has a certain responsibility because we have a choice. If there is no choice, then there is no responsibility. Then nature takes care. Like animals, birds and all, the instinct and nature takes care. But human beings are given this great ability to think and decide. So we have choice. Various options are open in front of us and we can choose. So if we can choose, then we can choose something good and we might choose something which is not good also. So because of this choice, there is what we call the concept of papa and punya is there. In case of animal, birds, plant, that concept is not there. Even when a tiger kills someone or some animal or even human being, there is no papa for that tiger. It is a natural instinct. There is no choice. But for a human being, there is choice. We have the choice to follow our lower instinct or follow our instinct, and we have a choice to decide on the basis of our understanding, on our wisdom. Our instinct might tell us to do one thing, wisdom might tell us to do something else. We can choose. We have the ability, the willpower, the strength, the power to choose. So, for example, my instinct might tell me to do a particular action, but my wisdom says that is not good for me, that is not good for the society. Then I can choose what my wisdom tells me. So that choice is there for a human being. And that is revealed in that famous statement which we will be seeing next month, Karmanneva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Means karmani eva adhikaraha te. You have your adhikar, your right in action. What type of result will come, we don't know, but we can choose to act in a particular way. So, it is as a human being, it is our responsibility. We have various responsibilities. First of all, we have responsibility towards our own body, our own personality, our own self. Then we have responsibility towards the other beings around me, the family. Then there is a responsibility towards the society. Then there is a responsibility towards other beings like animal, birds, plant. Since human being is wise, intelligent, has got a lot of power, we should take care of those who are maybe less fortunate, or who are they may not have that power in them. So it is up to us. Like it is human beings can think and decide to protect the animals, but might think and decide to harm them also. They don't have any then choice. They can't go to court. Though human beings are working to protect them, some of them, but they themselves can't do anything. They are helpless. Though the tiger is such a mighty animal, but he is helpless in front of a human being. Nature is so mighty, but nature also sometimes fails when we spread all pollution and create imbalance in nature. So, as a human being, we have certain responsibility towards ourselves, our family, our society, our nation, our beings around animal, birds, plant, towards environment, and also towards our past, means towards tradition. Certain tradition which are good and which are healthy, it is our responsibility to maintain. And certain things which are unhealthy, not good, one can discard it, modify it. So that is also our duty towards our tradition, our ancestors, what they have given us. We have duty towards our Rishi Munis, the knowledge parampara which is there. It is up to us to maintain the purity and to spread the message. Then we have duty towards the other higher forces of nature, the devatas and all. So all this put together is called our swadharma, our duty. And that is determined by the way, by what you call my nature, and also the family and the society in which I am born. So here in the good old days, the system was that these four varnas were there, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And these varnas were based on the qualities of a person. Later on, Bhagavan will tell in the 4th chapter that guna karma vibhagashaha. These four varnas are based on guna, means sattva gun, rajogun, tamogun, and karma means our actions. So based on actions, the classification is there, and based on these qualities which are inborn, we can't do anything about it. Each one of us, when we talk about the body, mind, is made up of these three gunas. So based on these three gunas and based on our actions and all, each one is classified. In the good old days, they were classified into these four groups: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. But the main thing is, the classification is to pinpoint exactly what is my nature, and based on my nature, I should work in this world. That is the best for me. If I work according to my nature and my ability, I am totally at ease. If I work against my nature, against my ability, then it creates a lot of agitation in my mind. So the idea behind this division classification is to pinpoint exactly what are my duties. Nowadays they have changed and modified, and so many new things have come up. But still, the essential principle remains same. We have to understand our nature, understand our work, and perform that work taking care of ourselves, our family, our society, our nation, and all this remains same. So Bhagavan tells Arjuna that you are a Kshatriya. Your nature is that of a Kshatriya. You were born in a Kshatriya family, and your nature is that of a Kshatriya. You have, Kshatriya means one who has got more Rajogun and also has got Sattva gun. More. Then comes the Tamogun. Tamogun is less. So Kshatriya has got Rajogun, Sattva gun and Tamogun in that order. And a Brahman is one who has got more of Sattva gun, then Rajogun, and then Tamogun. Person during the lifetime may fluctuate also. A Brahman may become Kshatriya. Kshatriya might become a Brahman. Shudra might become a Brahman based on the qualities. And a Brahman can become a Shudra also. We may fluctuate in our lifetime, but more or less one remains maybe steady depending on the way one lives one's life. And it is not to say that one is better or another is worst, but based on our nature when we act, then our action becomes most efficient at that level, and it helps us to progress on our spiritual journey. The legs are also important, the head is also important, the arms are also important in our body. But each one should do their own function properly. I can walk on my hands also. I means one can. But if we use our legs, that is more efficient and proper. Unless you want to break the Guinness Book of World Records or something, it is always better to walk on our legs.